Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie, and on today's episode, we are gonna make maple glazed cookies. All the supplies, all that will be linked in the description below. So let's get started. To start this off, we're gonna add 1 cup of nuts, and you're gonna put that in a food processor, along with 3 cups of all-purpose flour. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna give this a little mix. To this, we're gonna add a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of kosher salt. And then we're just gonna pulse this. Okay, and to our stand mixer, we're gonna add 1 cup of unsalted butter, which is 2 sticks. And this has softened to room temperature. So a cup of butter, a cup of granulated sugar, and we're gonna beat this until the butter is soft. Now we're gonna add 1 egg. Once the butter is fluffy, we're gonna add our flour and nut mixture. And then before we get started mixing, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of whole milk and 1 teaspoon of pure maple syrup. And you just wanna make sure everything is well incorporated. And then we're just gonna plop this out on some plastic wrap and let it chill in the fridge for at least an hour, or you can do it overnight. All right, we're gonna let this chill. We'll be back. We have let our dough rest in the fridge. We actually let this rest overnight. So I pulled it out about 30 minutes ago just to kind of get it a little soft because it was a little too firm. So now we're just gonna roll this out on a lightly floured surface. And you don't want a ton of flour. We don't want to dry our cookies out. And we're gonna put some on our rolling pin. Now, if your dough is firm, I like to just kind of press down like this. That looks good to me. Now I've got 2 shapes. I have a little acorn and then I have a maple leaf. So I'm gonna do both of these just because I think it's cute. And then I have 2 cookie sheets lined with parchment paper. And then we're just gonna cut our cookies out. Okay, so we have our 2 trays ready. We're gonna put these in the preheated oven on 350 degrees, and we're gonna bake for about 10 minutes, and then we'll see what they look like. In a medium saucepan, melt 6 tablespoons of butter and 3/4 of a cup of light brown sugar. Dark brown sugar would be really good in this as well. Make sure that you continuously stir to prevent the sugar from burning. Now once that's nice and bubbly, turn off your heat and add the remaining ingredients. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of pure maple syrup, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of nutmeg. Then you're going to need 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. Make sure that you sift it so you don't have lumps. We're going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of heavy cream or milk to thin it out. And then you're just going to stir this up until it's nice and smooth. Now to ice the cookies, you're just going to dip the surface into the warm glaze and kind of jiggle it to smooth it out. Now one thing I noticed when I started dipping my cookies that the glaze was still too thick, so I just heated the mixture back up a little bit to thin it out. As you can see the color difference on the other cookies. There you go guys, delicious maple glazed cookies.